in January, Jono Ridler will start a 1,000-mile ocean swim. You heard that correctly, 1,000 miles from Cape Reinga to Wellington. A world record endurance attempt called Swim for the Ocean. He is doing it in a bid to end bottom trawling and raise awareness about the issue. Jono Ridler is with us now. 1,000 miles. Are you okay? Like, that seems crazy.
Yeah, and you know, that's probably the reaction that we're looking for to an extent. But no, for me, this has been a perfectly natural progression, I think, coming from what I have done to...
Yeah, because context, right? You have done some big swims already, raising awareness around similar issues.
Yeah, in 2023, I swam from Aotea, Great Barrier Island, 99 kilometres, 33 hours non-stop, non-wetsuit, and that was all around the Hauraki Gulf and trying to give the Hauraki Gulf Marine Protection Bill a bit of a nudge at the time, and that's now recently moved into an act. So we think we contributed toward that in terms of raising that awareness, and now we're going to a kind of different level with that.
So why from Cape Reinga to Wellington? What's informed choosing that route?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you kind of look at any kind of swimming adventure, you can look at any body of water and say, well, I want to swim this. For me, it was about connecting with New Zealanders, doing something that had never been done before, and swimming down the coast. So we're going to be swimming from the top of the North Island down to Wellington, down the east coast, and approximately 3 months to complete this thing.
3 months. So talk us through the practicalities of it. I know you did the Aotea to Auckland swim all in one stint, but presumably you're going to take some breaks over 90 days.
Yeah, correct. This one's called a staged swim, and an unassisted staged swim specifically. And the unassisted means no wetsuit, you know, wearing a pair of togs, cap, goggles, earplugs, and that's basically it. And the stages are going to be about 15 kilometres each, swimming with the tide, about 6 hours on, 6 hours off.
So 6
through
hours
the night?
on,
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Through the day, through the night, through all kinds of different conditions to be able to work with the tide instead of working against it. So there's a little bit of an opportunity between stages for resting and refueling. There's a huge calorie need for something like this, and also getting some rest in between. But it will be relentless, you know.
Absolutely, because you're going to be sleeping in like bite-sized bits as well as refueling, but are you also just going ashore wherever you get to in those 6 hours, or have you got predetermined stops along the way?
Yeah, as much as possible, we'll be stopping as close to the point that the GPS mark is taken, so that there's not a lot of travel time in between. We'll be mapping out our stages about a week in advance. For some of the places across the country, if you look at down below East Cape, you know, there's some areas where there's not a lot of harbours, there's not a lot of beaches, so we have to travel at times 30 kilometres to get back to a place that we can actually stop and rest and refuel. So the logistics of this is challenging for sure, but it's what's kept it really interesting as well.
So while you say it's unassisted in terms of, you know, you're just in your togs, presumably you've got a support team alongside you in a boat on the water, right?
Yeah, it's unassisted in terms of a category, and that's defined by the governing bodies, but it's certainly not unsupported. So there's 6 people that will be supporting this outside of me swimming. We will have land operations and water-based operations, and we found through the planning that that was the best way to achieve this. 4 people out on the water, a lot of those focused in on safety and quick response in case something happens.
I've been focusing on all the things that feel terrifying about it, like sharks. Does that worry you?
Yeah, I think the best way to put it in terms of the marine life is we've got a healthy respect for what's out there, and we will be putting in as much as possible mitigants to be able to avoid any encounters. The chance of a shark attack is very, very low. I think that's worth stating. But you know, we'll be spending a lot of time in their environment as well, so we want to...
Yeah, it's low when you go to the beach, but you're going to be in the water for basically 3 months,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
More risk. How can people follow along?
Yeah, thanks very much. So there will be a great live tracker as we go that people can look at all kinds of different statistics. There's also a website that's specifically set up for this. It's swimfortheocean.org, and also on Instagram, the Live Ocean page is going to be the best bet for that.
I can't help but think you are a bit nuts, but you're being crazy for a very good reason, and I wish you all the very best. I've, barely swum down the length of an Olympic-sized pool, and here you are swimming the length of the North Island. Thank you, Jono.
Thank you.
Jono Ridler, long-distance swimmer, raising awareness for a very good cause. Swim for the Ocean.